up, Tank Nerds? Slutty here again with a very special video. We have finally taken delivery of our second special project. I can't show the first one. I'm currently sat on it. We will before the end of the year, before the year is out. But what I can do today is show you our latest acquisition, Centurion ARV. I'll get into that a little bit more, but first we're going to quickly run through the full dragging in process, and then, because we were the first people to crack this open in quite some time, you're going to get our genuine reaction to that. Let's get into it right now. Okay, so this is a wonderful Centurion ARV armored recovery vehicle. Hull number 169111. I'll go into more of its full serving history, but it is a Vietnam veteran. What's really interesting about this restoration job is that this is the first time Peter nor myself have actually seen this vehicle with our own eyes. And let me tell you, there's a few interesting pieces. So, in order to get the tank off, we had help from Barren River Towing. They brought two of their wonderful trucks, and for the most part they did a stand-up job for a rather precarious situation. We don't have the space to put this tank in square, so it had to go at a bit of an angle. Plus, the backside of us is currently filled with other items, so a little bit of a challenge, but we managed it all the same. You can see in this clip just how devastatingly heavy this tank is, so much so that the trucks struggled just a little bit, although they were on concrete, which is a mite harder to get proper grip on. Now, obviously we were a little concerned with the damage to the concrete. Fortunately, it was relatively minor and only localized to a single area. Still not ideal, but these things happen. Now, the single largest problem, besides the weight of course, is that the track on this tank had been exceedingly over-tightened, which is why you can see it really buckle and, click into place as it's being rolled off, because at this point the track is actually being compressed as it goes over the curve of the ramp, thereby increasing the tension even more. So just the pure tension of the track itself aided a lot in helping keep the tank from rolling away. Hindsight, again, being 2020, probably didn't need the second track, but we did not know the over-tensioning issue at this time. Bit of a flat spot. At this point we had to do a little bit of adjustment by grabbing the front end and turning it. That way we could align it correctly with the new bay in the workshop. At this point we tried to short chain it over near the front of the vehicle in hopes that the truck could pull it. Unfortunately it could not, which is why yours truly had to get involved with the forklift, and together the forklift and the first truck were able to push it into its new home. Oh, here we have it. A wonderful Centurion ARV, so big that I have to go into fisheye lens. Yeah, this has been sitting in a paddock since 2006, so 19 years since it's been accessed. We are now going to crack this bad boy open. Let's go have a look. Lubrication. We'll do the commanders as well, which have already started.
Hard to get into.
There is a back door as well.
Yeah.
Down here. Whee! Try and make it as easy on ourselves as possible. Back door's cracked.
So is this?
Oh, okay. Ooh. Is it haunted? Lights behind you?
Bloody hell.
Oh dear.
What?
I could have sworn there was stuff along that side wall there.
What do you mean?
I'll have to compare it to all the other stuff.
Is it all?
Do you want to hold this for a second and I'll jump in?
Just watch out for snakes.
Yeah. In we go. Got a spider. It's just a big daddy long legs though.
Do you want your phone?
Got another spider.
And I'll try and open that other hatch.
Yeah, let me just get a firm footing down the bottom. Spider webs everywhere. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Light on. What have we got? There's Big Daddy Long Legs. I don't think it's... Yeah, I think that one's alive. There was one over there, but I think that's it. It's shedded its skin. So, we've got the control panel up here, and all of our control levers down here. Throttle. There we do have it, but I'm pretty sure there was a whole seat assembly here. And there were batteries where my feet were, if I'm recalling correctly. Try. hard to push out there. You want me to push?
Yeah, if you can kick it.
I can't kick it. I'm down here. I can push with my hand though. Wrong way.
Lock on it.
Yeah, but it's... Try now.
Feels like it's got a lock on it.
Yeah, try now. Okay. I had to do some physical kicking. Oh, there we go. Burping. Right, what have we got? Again. That might be the seat. I think that's the seat right there. That should hook onto... I think this is definitely a little platform. Ooh, what's got on me? More spider webs. It's alright. This little latch. Just turn that. There we go. Ooh. Ah! Ah! There's a big one up behind there too. I just saw his legs. So there are spiders, but they're relatively harmless. Dearie me. That's master power. Obviously nothing will happen because there's no batteries, because they should be here. Someone's tried to siphon, because we've got a little pluggy wuggy there. Some fuel line. Some junk. For the most part though, it's actually not too bad. Everything is here. Ooh. There's some groovy big spiders over there. I should probably put an arachnophobia warning. Like, phew, sneezing. That was bound to happen. Cool. Okay, a little out of breath because we're just moving the doors there. It's an oil cooler. She's
Original.
dry. But it is all here, which unfortunately includes both the fuel tanks. For those who don't know, normally when these go into private hands, the first thing is those fuel tanks. That one there and the one under the donkey engine here disappear. Just makes working on them so much easier. We're gonna have to remove all of that asbestos shielding, but all of that being said, it's all here. Everything seems to be original in here. Obviously we can't look at the gearbox just now because it's under the other ones, but I don't think that's going to be too much.
Original.
Yeah.
Everything. Pads, locks, thermostats. There's nothing being butchered. The cable,
No.
all the tops for the
Normally when these have
carburetors and
been,
everything.
normally when, so they've been putting stuff down here. I can almost guarantee it because they've taken that off.
Taken that off, yeah.
They've taken that off, so they've removed these two and probably just blown air start down the inlet, which isn't a dodgy thing to do as long as it's not fuel. But it's all still here, which is good.
You had to take the engine out. This beam here, wasn't it? Was it this one?
We took that one out as well as
No, one of these. I think this one's welded in.
yeah, I thought we
I
took.
think it's the middle one.
I
This
thought
one's welded in.
yeah.
And this one here is.
I'll have to go back and look at my videos.
Have a look at what we took out to get the engine out.
I'll be taking that fuel tank out first.
Oh yeah. Air filters, fuel tank.
Yeah, air filter, exhaust, fuel tank.
There's another fuel tank underneath you.
Yeah. That one's not as imperative.
No, but this one.
That one definitely
This doesn't
too.
have the big tank on the end.
Oh,
100-gallon tank.
shit, it doesn't. Yeah.
No.
Oopsies. Well, that's problematic. Yeah, forget ARVs. Ugh.
We'll probably use this
Also,
tank.
if I remember correctly, the ARVs have different fuel tanks.
Yeah, they do.
They've got this one's a custom
Yeah.
jobby.
Yep. Because of the angle in the corner.
Yeah.
Or where the generator. The engine, the V8
Yeah.
that goes in there.
Ah, dearie, dearie me, so much.
Also, that looks good. No one's stepped on it. It's not leaking.
Well, this is your 110% genuine reaction to cracking this open. It's good, but different. It's very stiff. It's very stiff. I might be able to squeeze in there.
I don't disappear off the side of the tank a minute.
That'll do. If you go any further, it won't matter too much. That'll do. Okay. Ordinarily I would climb in there, but look at her. Big, chunky, big daddy long legs. Okay, we've got a full panel. Looking pretty good, all things considered. Still got the fire extinguisher set up. Still got all
Is the
its
horn still in there and everything? The alarm?
data plates. Yep, fire alarm still there. The seat is completely munted. But other than that, everything looks pretty good. Yep. Everything is there except for trying to think what goes there. I think it was just a little bent. She's in remarkably complete condition. All the switches are there. The oil light is, of course, completely perished. Look what we got written here. The Fox is top ARV. That's a bit of intrigue.
And a fuel tank.
Yeah, I found some markings. The Fox is top ARV driver. I wonder who Fox is.
That's Sandy.
No, Sandy is
Fox?
Sandy is Sandy.
Oh, yeah. I remember Fox being mentioned somewhere.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be Sandy. Sandy was the crew commander.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have been driving. Peter wants me to crawl in. Go away. I think I saw another one just under there too. Woo. Oh dear. I think we're clear. Okay. Peter, once again, camera me up. And where's the other torch? There's no seat.
Aww.
It's just the hole. We're gonna have to fix that. Oh no.
We've got a cushion we can put in there.
Sorry?
We've got a cushion we can put in
No,
there.
no.
Yeah.
I'm already half in. You want me to crawl out and grab it?
No, you'll be right. I just want to see whether the tillers operate and the pedals.
Do tell me if you see spiders crawling all over me.
Yep, of course.
Okey-dokey. I think the scariest thing is that there's no seat. Well, I can't select anything, but it could just be because it's in the wrong.
About the tillers.
Oh, fuck.
Any of the pedals move?
Tillers are rock solid. Clutch, no. Brake, no. Accelerator, no.
Okay.
We're locked up pretty damn tight.
All right. Now we know what we've got to work with.
Nothing.
Ooh, nothing.
So there you have it. Our genuine reaction to getting this wonderful bit of kit open for the first time in a number of years. It's noisy here, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Now, we did encounter a few more interesting bits, which I'll show you right now. First things first, you did see the bend in, I believe it was that wheel, the flat spot. Nope, never mind, it's right there. Flat spot there. Not entirely sure what caused that. However, given that it is one of the ridged ones with the support in it, that is a fair wallop to do something like that. I will say the tires, or rubber I should say, for the most part in pretty good condition. Now, as I mentioned before, the track has been way over tensioned, so much so that I believe a mixture of that and age has caused the rear to sag a fair bit. We will have to look at that at a later time once we loosen everything up. And unfortunately, we still do have other projects to do. Now, the most important bit that we found thus far is right here. Quick bit of trivia. What shape should a front idler wheel be? If you said circle, you're correct. Does that look like a circle? No, it doesn't. It looks like someone's run this directly into something a little tougher than it, and they've actually caved this in. So, yeah, bloody drama that is. Not too drastic of an issue though. The internal one is still perfectly circular, so it's only this outside one that's actually been affected, thank heavens. So we might get away with not doing too much. Now, why is this tank so important? Well, let's go pull out a bit of literature. That's a very familiar looking vehicle. Gee, I wonder which vehicle that could be. I'm not going to go over the full story of it because I really want the appropriate people to do this, of which we do have. Quick little recap. This tank, as you can see over, it's mentioned over here, was in the Battle of Hattic. crewed by Sergeant Ken Tocock, Sandy for short. You would have heard us mentioning that name just before. Now, Sandy's son, Dennis, should be over here. Yep. Dennis is my former manager and still very good friend over at the Australian Arm and Artillery Museum. Now, unfortunately, Sandy passed away a number of years ago. However, his son is obviously still alive and a good friend. This model in this magazine was done so with the express involvement of Sandy before his passing, as well as both of his sons. So this model is exactly how she was depicted in Vietnam. And the history of it, which again, I will just lightly touch on, but I really want his family to give this full description of Sandy and what he did. But this is his tank. 28 Bravo. Oh, that looked really long with the fisheye lens. 169111. This is 110% the tank that was there. It has had a few modifications since then, as is common. So this would have been brought back to Australia from Vietnam. They've changed a few things. The spotlight there, the spotlight was originally mounted up top there. They've since moved it down. They've removed both the Pintle 30 and the 30 cal small turret, as you can see over here. So it has been modified somewhat. That one's a British example, and I believe that is it too. But there's a picture for you of the crew of this very tank with some interesting wording. I will have to decide whether or not we go to such extents. Now, this is a very important bit of restoration for two reasons. One, it's by far the most historically relevant vehicle we've ever had in the museum, the workshop I should say. But, and this is where it's important, we are working with Far North Queensland Legacy. This is going to be a fundraising project. So the current owner, which I'm not really supposed to disclose at this current time, is not funding this. This is an open charity project that all of you guys are welcome to help with. So we will be setting up a charity called History Engaged. It's not up just yet. We're still going through all the processes and everything, but we will be working with Legacy Far North Queensland. So that's a group that helps support veterans, their families, getting them into housing, all that sort of stuff. And again, we will bring them on as well because this is such an involved project. So keep an ear out. We are going to absolutely need your support in helping make this vehicle back to its original condition. Now, at the conclusion of its restoration, it will be returning to its previous owner, but legally bound that it will be publicly accessible at all points. It will be running, and it must attend events relevant to its history. So this is a restoration for the tank community, by the tank community. If you want to get involved, either physically, we're not going to shy you away. If you want to come and wrench turn on this bad boy, we're quite, you know, happy for that to happen. But more specifically, money is going to be what gets us over the line. Don't want to harp on it too much. There is another vehicle that came with this one, which I can't show just yet for reasons, but you will by the end of this year see it. And these are both terrifically important vehicles to not even just Australian history, but tank history in general. So, still going to keep the mood up, but yes, keep an ear open for that. Let me know everything that you guys want for this. Ways that, you know, we can make this happen. Ways that you, as a, you know, member of the tank community, want this to be represented, and how we can make that happen. So yes, a very different restoration to our normal gigs, being, you know, direct clientele. So yeah, I think we might leave it there. This is it's an emotional, exciting restoration piece, and I'm so happy that we pushed forward in order to get it into our workshop. Alright, with all that said, I wish you all a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you very much enjoyed this one-off video. You know, it's not even going to be a one-off, because we're going to be jumping back into it. Don't even know why I said that. Forget I said that. I'll see you on the next one, where we'll hopefully be wrapping up this teeny tiny little Jeep project, and then we'll move on to some big stuff. Alright, see you on the next one.